but we are doing the Cajun one, and we are doing a flour chocolatey coloured roux.
This might put the cat amongst the pigeons, as we say over here. Which one is best?
Let's get it on!
Thou shalt not screw up gumbo. Gumbo!
So many of you did say to us we had to try gumbo after we did that jambalaya. There was a couple of things and a couple of reasons why we didn't. We didn't have a very good source of andouille sausage. In fact, it was quite hard to find over here in the UK. And also, we didn't have any filet, and now we've got filet as well. Is that how you say it? Filet? Gumbo filet?
I just think filet, I just think of Chick-fil-A.
Or steak?
Yeah.
Filet. So today we're going to be making a chicken and sausage gumbo.
Right, what's up first?
We got to chop some chicken.
Chop, chop, chop the chicken.
And some andouille sausage.
Right, shall I glove up? Right, chicken.
So we don't need all of this chicken because we only need a pound of chicken, and this is probably 2 pounds. So I just go for about half of it.
Okay, cool.
We are going to be following a recipe today that was sent to us by Farmer Dave, which is from the legendary channel Smoking and Grilling with AB.
Follow my recipe and check this out, and just do it.
We need to cut this chicken into kind of mouse-sized pieces. And that's like normal mouse size, not your big...
Oh,
like,
mouth size, yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
not like man size.
Modest chunks. Okay, this is going to be painful for you to watch this.
A lot of the recipes that you could use are whole chicken. So we watched Justin Wilson videos, that he's a legend, isn't he, in Cajun and Creole cooking. He used a whole chicken, Smoking and Grilling with AB. He did chicken breasts, but this particular recipe says about boneless, skinless chicken thighs. So that's what we're going to do. I find that the thighs have a bit more flavour, more fat as well on them than the breast, and they tend to hold their own when cooking them in things like stews, in my opinion.
So where does gumbo come from?
Ah, Louisiana.
Louisiana.
Just like jambalaya, it's a Louisiana one. I think specifically like a New Orleans kind of area. I did not realise this. There are some rules. There are 10 commandments of gumbo.
Oh, blimey, I didn't know we were getting biblical.
Well, I think it is very biblical. There's lots to it. And I thought, okay, the only worry we had was making that roux. But no, if there's 10 commandments to go by, we don't want to mess this up.
Yeah, thou shalt not screw up gumbo.
No, well, I think the first commandment I read was it is roux-based, it is not tomato-based. And I think that's the difference between Cajun and Creole gumbo. One's tomato-based and one's not. There's lots, apparently. There's lots of different... I think there's like 3 types of gumbo, and then everyone's obviously got their variations as well. But you can have sausage and chicken, you can have seafood.
Oh, yeah, I've seen the seafood one. I was like, I'm not sure I want to do the seafood, but...
If this is good, I think we should try the seafood one. We might get food poisoning because I'm not very good at cooking seafood, but we'll give it a go.
So if you are new to the channel, we are a small British family. We love America, and particularly its food. And we've been on this like incredible journey of taste, basically. Whether it's southern barbecue, desserts, pies, sandwiches, pot roasts, gumbo, things like that. It's just been incredible. And if you'd have said to us a year ago, 18 months ago, we'd be doing this. I mean, even maybe a year ago, doing gumbo was like, I hadn't even really heard of gumbo much, to be honest.
The only time I heard of gumbo, I think I said this before, was on Forrest Gump.
Shrimp gumbo.
You know, when Bubba talks about all the ways you can cook shrimp, and he goes, shrimp gumbo.
Shrimp gumbo.
Does he?
Yeah, do you not know that?
No, I missed that back.
Edit a clip in of that.
Shrimp gumbo.
I know the fried shrimp, baked shrimp.
That's it.
Took a fried shrimp. Did he eat shrimp gumbo?
Shrimp gumbo.
Did he?
Yeah. And then he goes, my mama says you could pretty much have anything you want with gumbo.
Oh,
It
cool.
was shrimp. Right, that chicken's done. Now on to the andouille sausage. I think I'm saying that right. Andouille?
Andouille, let us know. Let us know in the comments below.
Andouille sausages. So these came from our good friends over in Franconian Sausages. So we only need 4 of these sausages because the pack size is a bit bigger than what we needed, but gives us a chance to try andouille sausages on their own, don't they?
Oh, yeah.
Do you know you had andouille sausage when we went to Rockin' John's in Florida, the barbecue?
Did we?
No, you did, I didn't.
But I don't actually remember what I did this morning, let alone what we did back then. But yeah, I remember it being really nice though. But I didn't think it was andouille.
So just to let you know, these sausages we've managed to find here in the UK from a website called Franconian Sausages. Not a plug at all in terms of sponsor or anything like that, but they kindly did send us the sausages so that we could make this video. And they've got loads of great other sausages. So I saw they had a Chicago one. So check out our website because it's only available here in the UK, but if there's anything on there that you want to see us try to cook, let us know. Now before you start cutting, a good point from AB, you want to be cutting these into bite-sized pieces as well, okay? And before you cut, which is how we would always cut, would be to slice, wouldn't we? He says to slice it lengthways and then twice, and then you can cut it easier.
I can do that if I don't cut my fingers off. Oh, that's not too bad. That's good. So I'm going to have to go like that because the knife doesn't bend.
You do. A bendy knife, that would be useful, wouldn't it? Okay, and then into chunks, yeah? Into like bite-sized pieces, yeah.
We've all got different bite sizes, that's the thing.
Well, we know that, don't we, love? They do smell very good, don't they? Nicely spiced, I'm guessing smoked as well. The thing that I was looking at about these Chicago sausages that they do, they're the beef sausages. And is it Nathan's that you have to have up in Chicago for the coney dogs?
Oh, right, yeah.
Sausages, so that could be something fun to try again, because we did try coney dogs once before. I didn't know if these were going to be really spicy. So I'm not sure if Alana will be trying the gumbo as well, because we're going to be popping in some seasoning. It might be too spicy for her, but we'll let her try a little bit and see how she goes.
Yeah, exactly. We'll be trying it first, and if we feel that it's too spicy, then obviously she won't have any.
The second commandment of the 10 of making gumbo, and it's thou shalt not use un-Cajun sausages. So we didn't go and chuck some frankfurters in here or some good old bangers from the UK. We've gone for andouille sausages, so let's hope they taste good, and let's hope that this gumbo is going to be as authentic as we're going to be able to get it here in the UK. Right, we've got a bit of oil in our Dutch oven, and we're going to go in with a bit of the chicken that Mr. H chopped up. We've got it on a medium-high heat. And we're just going to have to brown this up. Now this actually brings me nicely on to commandment number 5. Thou shalt always use a wooden spoon for making gumbo.
So is there actually 10 commandments for this?
I found multiple sources for this. So let me know in the comments down below. Is this something you abide by when making gumbo, or is it just some fun thing? Because it seems quite logical what I've looked at so far. Okay, let's do a little bit of seasoning. Got some kosher salt over here.
Can't go wrong with kosher salt, can you?
Well, yeah, I could put too much in. And a bit of black pepper, of course.
Now for the good folks at home, is this more of a autumn-winter dish? I take it that it is, because it feels like it's a southern comfort food. If it's cold, you'd have it to sort of warm up, like a pot roast or a stew or something like that. Is that right?
Exactly. Now I don't quite know where the line is drawn between a gumbo and a stew. I think a gumbo might be thicker, but again, let us know, because we would probably use stew interchangeably for a lot of foods that are just basically in a sauce. But yes, I think it would be a classic autumn, fall, winter kind of thing. I'm not sure with the seafood, whether it's kind of seasonal, maybe you would have that at different times of the year, but you wouldn't want it when it's one of those boiling hot Louisiana summers. You wouldn't want a hot pot of gumbo, would you?
No, true.
Oh, I can smell that sausage. I'm just cooking this and I'm thinking that chicken smells really good, but it's not the chicken, it's the sausage, isn't it? Right, now we're going to go in with the andouille sausage. Now, apparently this is where all the flavour is going to come in. So, Mr. H, be prepared for your nose to go into overdrive and us to get some wonderful smells in this kitchen.
Is that the commandment number 6? Thou shalt enjoy the smell.
It might be 11.
Oh, I'm getting wafts.
Getting wafts? The aromas of andouille sausage.
Yeah, it's smelling good.
I'm going to send a little apology as well, because in one of our recent videos, somebody said I talk quite quickly and it's quite hard for them to understand. So if I do talk too quick, I apologise. I'll try and give myself some subtitles, but I will try and talk slower. Oh, you can see the flavours being released out of this sausage, because if you look now in the juices, you've got bits of the herbs and spices in the sausage, and it's starting to go like an orangey colour down here.
Oh yeah? Oh, that,
It does smell good, doesn't it?
Bloody hell, that does smell good.
So we're just going to do this and brown it for about 5 minutes, and then we're going to take it out of the pan and get on with commandment number 3. Now I know I'm jumping about a little bit, but commandment number 3, thou shalt not use store-bought roux. Yes, we are going to be trying our hand at making the roux ourselves with the flour and oil combination. So wish us luck, because I don't want to burn that roux, but I do want to get it to the right colour, get it nicely toasted, get those flavours to the right flavour that it should be. So wish us luck.
But this isn't actually our first rodeo at making roux, because we have done it in biscuits and gravy.
We have done a roux like that, but this roux's got to get really, really dark.
Okay, so a bit like chocolatey.
Exactly that. And in New Orleans, they prefer the real dark chocolatey roux, I'm led to believe. If you are following a Creole-based recipe, I believe you will use tomatoes rather than like a roux as such. But we are doing the Cajun one, and we are doing a flour chocolatey coloured roux.
This might put the cat amongst the pigeons, as we say over here. Which one is best?
Let's get it on!
Oh, okay, there we go.
Let us know in the comments below, which one do you prefer? Have you had both? And which one is your favourite?
This is kind of like the chili, and do you add beans to the chili or not? So, gumbo, do you add tomatoes or not?
I just need to interject, no beans with chili. I need to interject, no beans. No, absolutely no beans with chili.
Okay, we're just going to remove all the meat from the pan, leaving the juices in it. Oh, it does smell so good. And when we start on this roux, it's not to be left unattended, so I'm going to quickly chop up some vegetables now. So earlier, Miss Rach, you said about things being biblical. So this thing here, these 3 things, the Holy Trinity, that's what they're known as. Yeah, the Holy Trinity. So in, I think in Southern or even Cajun Creole cooking, these 3 ingredients are known as the Holy Trinity, and they go together really nicely in dishes. Your favourite, celery?
Yeah.
But celery is really good in stews and things like that. In the same pan that the chicken and sausage was cooked in, I'm just going to add half a cup of vegetable oil, and I need to get that heated. And then when it's at a heat, I'm going to go in with equal parts of flour, so half a cup of flour, and I just need to keep stirring it constantly. We'll see how the colour changes. I'm just going to get this oil nice and hot. Okay, that is getting hot now. I'm just going to reduce it down slightly, the temperature, because being the first time I'm making a roux, I don't want to have the temperature up too high and completely burn it. So let's go in with a little bit of flour. It says you don't want any clumps in this, so a good start. I've got clumps, but you know, if I keep stirring, hopefully those clumps will go. It's already thickening quite nicely. But obviously we've got a long way to go until that colour gets to where it needs to be. I've read that this stage could take you up to about an hour. Right, all the flour is now in. Just going to reduce that heat a little bit. So just while I am doing this, I just want to shout out to all the other people that did send forward recipes for gumbo. We've got Paw Paw, Hardtack and Beans, Little John, Steve Williams, Greg Johnson, Joseph Dismukes. So if you've got a favourite gumbo recipe to follow, let us know which one it is, because I reckon we'll try this again, because I think we're going to quite enjoy this as a family. So we'll be trying lots more gumbo recipes. Right, I think this roux is about done. Is that chocolatey colour? I don't want to go any more because I'm a bit scared. I'm going to get those onions added in now.
Okay, that's looking pretty good. Onions.
Onion?
Onions. Put them all in at once or a bit at a time?
Just don't splash me or yourself.
Okay. Looking good, smelling pretty damn bloody good as well.
So we just got to get these softened. God, things are starting to happen now, aren't they?
Yeah, this is the business end.
I know, I'm scared I'll be sweating in a minute. And then once this is softened, we need to add in the bell pepper.
Okay.
I suppose this roux is like been cooking that long that the oil must be that hot that these are kind of like almost like deep frying. Well, they're not deep fried, but you know what I mean. It's like surprising how much sizzle came off of that, wasn't it? Because you're just here slowly doing it. You wouldn't expect that reaction. That's what I'm trying to say. Right, these are softened, so you can add in the pepper.
Okay. Right then. When do we add my favourite?
Shortly. I'll just mix this in and then I think you add the celery in.
It's a shame, isn't it? Celery's really good for you. It's a bit like fish. Really good for you.
But you don't like it.
Yeah.
Pop it in then. But celeries and stews and soups, they're really good.
Yeah.
Well, it's really good. Now there is one other ingredient that you do add to this that we don't actually have, and that's okra. Okay. Now, what I understand is okra, because it's got that slimy texture, it actually is used as a thickener to thicken up the soups or stews. So that's why it's used. But we've got the filet powder, so we can use that instead. I don't know whether you typically use both or not, but we can get okra here, frozen or otherwise. I'm not stopping stirring this because I felt like I've babysat it for this long. Let me just scrape that off for you.
Thank goodness.
This is where the flavours and the smells will get interesting once we've added the garlic.
Try if I can pop 2 in there.
Okay, go for it. You've got it all. Yep, back in with the meat.
Right then, let's do it. Well, that is starting to take shape now, isn't it?
Well, I'm hoping so.
Looking good, smelling good.
It is. Oh, you can smell the garlic. So this is the point where we would now add the okra if we were using it. But I know not everybody likes okra, so I don't know if it's a necessity. Right, now we have got, have a go at saying it because I always forget.
Creole?
No, Tony Chachers or something.
Chachers. Tony Chachers?
Let me see it again. Cashers? I have no idea. Somebody please let me know again. I know, Tori, you did let me know before when we were doing a Zoom, but I forgot. It's 2 tablespoons, but I've pre-measured it here. I just wanted you to say it.
Oh, right. Right, there we go. It's looking moist, but it looks like it needs a bit of a gravy or something to go with it.
The stock. We've got the stock, the broth. So 6 cups of broth will go in now.
Okay. Is this all of this here?
Yep. I guess I can stop stirring shortly as well. My arm won't be like this constantly. I'll be walking around. Okay, I've put this on a medium heat and now we just need to let this come to a boil. Right, the gumbo's come to a boil, so I've got my 3 bay leaves to pop in. There we go, and we just got to reduce that now to a simmer. According to AB, this is only going to go for about 45 minutes, possibly an hour, and I know sometimes gumbos go on a lot longer than that. So we'll see what it's like in an hour's time. Commandment number 10, thou shalt always stir thy gumbo anti-clockwise, or counterclockwise, I think you call it that way, because apparently then you have a light hurricane season, apparently. So I'm doing that, but let's check out the texture. So it's been about 4 or 5 hours in. I mean, it looks quite...
It's looking good.
Good. Right, commandment number 6, thou shalt adhere to the gumbo to rice ratio. So apparently 1 part rice to 2 parts gumbo. So we tried this little tip, which I've never done before, so I'm not sure if I'm going to do it correctly. please stay in a nice pretty shape.
Yay, look at that.
There we go. Now let me put that gumbo on.
Looking good.
Oh, it smells so good. There we go.
Taste test time!
Okay, where should we start?
Wow.
Should we go straight in?
Just shovel in. Looks and smells amazing. It looks like it's going to be quite rich. I can tell it's going to be absolutely phenomenal.
Right, I'm going to try and get a bit of everything. It is going to be a Mr. H bite, I think, this one. Hope it's not too hot. Ooh. Okay, I may have overdone it a bit on the salt, I'd say.
Bit salty?
Bit salty, but very flavourful, or flavoursome. Oh wow, got a bit of a kick coming as well.
Yeah.
Please go ahead.
Okay, I'm going to get a little bit of rice. Here we go. Mmm. Mmm. I can say it's something smoked in there. It's a sausage, isn't it?
It's a sausage, yes.
Mmm. Like I said, it can taste like something that's smoked, but obviously that's a sausage. There's quite a bit of a kick to it.
There is. I didn't think I added too much salt, but maybe I didn't account for how much salt might be in the sausage itself, or even in some of the Creole seasoning. So maybe next time I'll tone down the salt. Do you think it's too salty?
I wouldn't say too salty. There's quite a bit of salt in there, but...
Not too bad?
No, I think it's really nice. I think
Okay.
it's really nice.
Just before you take another bite, not too late, we have to go on to commandment number 7, and that's thou shalt always keep filet in the cupboard. So apparently you add this just before serving or to taste. Now some people like it, some people don't. Filet is from the saffron leaves. It says here, American Indians made this. So it thickens and adds a very delicate flavour to any gumbo or soup which is sprinkled upon.
I don't think it needs any more flavour.
Okay.
Literally, my mouth is watering.
I don't know how much. There we go. I've got a sprinkling. Do you want a sprinkling?
I might have a bit of yours in case it's not very nice.
That's a way to get to have more meat. Let's try it.
There's a nice kick to it. I like that. I don't think it needs anything, but...
No, I quite like that too.
Yeah?
Go for it.
I won't have too much. Yeah, actually, that makes it a bit more richer as well.
There's a different complexity going on. I'm not sure if I was meant to have stirred it in. But yeah, that fillet is also really nice. So thank you very much, Kat D, for sending that across to us, because that's brilliant. I mean, everything works well. I think the only thing I would do is, like I said, tone down the salt a little bit. But...
This is pretty good.
there is one more commandment, which is commandment number 9.
Don't tell me. Thou shalt empty plate.
But that is not one of them. That is a good one. Commandment number 9, thou shalt never tell people where the potato salad goes. Well, typically you also have potato salad with this, and I guess that one is because you either have it on the side or in with your gumbo. But I don't know what kind of potato salad. We haven't made a potato salad with this one, so let us know what the potato salad recipe should be that goes well with gumbo and whether you need to have it or not.
I really like this.
You really like it?
Yeah. We've definitely stumbled on another gem.
Another taste of New Orleans, another taste of Louisiana.
Oh, this is really good. So flavoursome.
I think everything we've tried, we've pretty much liked. There's been an odd couple of things that we're like, not really to our taste. But without you guys watching our videos and suggesting more things for us to try, we wouldn't be able to try half of these things. So if you've got any other suggestions, if you're from anywhere in the States and you've got a recipe you'd like us to follow, then let us know. If you just want us to try something out and you haven't even got a recipe but you'd like us to see it, we'll research it, we'll find a recipe.
We are always looking at new things to cook and make. What a journey we've been on. What a journey. Right, Mrs. H, rating.
I'm going to be a bit, not controversial. I'm going to give this an 8, okay?
Okay.
I would probably rate it like a 9.5 if there was a little bit less salt in it. And the only reason is my screw up. So I think if someone gave me this at the right salt levels, it would easily be a 9.5.
I concur. If it was a little bit less salt, I would give it a 9.5. But I'm going to give it a 9. It is really good. It's really good, particularly now the fall's coming. It really does feel like it's one of those meals that you'd have, warm you up, nice warm cuddle and a food hug. Amazing. 9 out of 10. So whether you are a subscriber or patron or member or regular viewer, or this might be your first time watching us, thank you so much. And all that leaves this little British family to say is...
Take care.
God bless.
And see y'all in the next video.
I forgot commandment number 8, thou shalt not mix chicken and sausage gumbo with seafood gumbo. Well, luckily we didn't do that today.
Things being a bit biblic. Biblic, is that the word?
Biblical. Biblic. It's like public, but biblic. Okay, right. Let's get started.